Nice to meet you.
Hello everybody, how we doing? Welcome on in. Welcome back to the hardcore Minecrafting worlds. Hello, how are we doing today, my friends? Good to have you out here. Hi. Oh, it's a lovely Monday. It's a lovely Monday, my friends. Welcome on in. Hi. Welcome. Cass, thank you so much for the 17 months. Hope you're doing well. Miss May, hope you're doing well as well. Good to have you. Umberfi, Jaws Plays, what's going on? Little Jukebox, how we doing? Obvious Pack Eater, hi. Eggs, what's going on, my friend? Jinxie Heart, hi. It's a Flipper. Yes, I am here. Addison, Sophia, Marcel, Big Max, what's up? Jan, how we doing? Daniel, hello. Zalabel, welcome in. Slay, Flying Blue, hi. Mallow, how we doing? Lovely to have you. You have water leaking through your floor. You should probably go do something with that before too much damage caused. But I mean, you do you. Hopefully it's okay. Otzi, what's up? Good to have you. Megan, hello. Alexis, welcome. Icebricks, hi. Melina, hi. Hello, hi. Looking for a 2-digit redstone counter for a scoreboard. No idea. Absolutely no idea. Couldn't help you at all. Finally hardcore again. I know, we're back. For now. Might jump over to fantasy. You never know. It could happen. We'll see. I'm getting sick so very much. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Never catch the streams because I work night shift. Welcome on in. Good to have you. Is the new landscape the back of the mountain? No, don't even. Yeah, it's a great joke, Mike. Great joke. We're gonna be working behind the dog brewery today, working on all that, and trying to create land. I'm doing good. I'm actually doing really well today. Doing well now. I woke up like really anxious this morning, and then kind of had one of those where I was like, all right, I'm just like I'm not pushing it today. I just needed some time to just chill and just kind of recenter, and I feel like I'm in a much better spot today. So, you know, I'm happy with that. Only here for 10 minutes ish because I have to leave soon, but wish I could be here for all of it. Hey, we got the VOD will be up later if you would like to see it. Pumpkin field thoughts. I don't like how Minecraft melons and pumpkins look. I don't like how blocky they are. They make the fields feel too artificial for me, like too much of a grid pattern. I know it'd break away from the Minecraft theme, but I wish they had like a slightly less than a full block as a pumpkin. I wish there was a way to like have that and then you harvest it and it becomes a full block. That would be so much better in my opinion. Thought that you died in your hardcore world? Nope, still going strong. We got a new video coming out this Thursday. I took last Thursday's video off because I wanted to spend some time celebrating my birthday and not pushing it, so I didn't do that because I went out of town. And the stems don't match up. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. What's my favorite? MCC winner represent. You got it. Now for the MCC winner, everybody over on YouTube, you gotta click the like button on the stream. I know it's just a responsibility now. Do you plan on buying Amazon? Yeah, I was just gonna casually just go buy Amazon real quick. Yeah, I'll do that. What's your opinion on the minecart update? I haven't played with it yet, but I'm happy that they're doing something with minecarts. What they're doing right now does look a little extreme, but I like the direction it's taking. I like that they can now fly. I don't think they need to fly at the speed of sound, you know, but yeah, if your YouTubers taking vacations, dude, the amount of people that like commented on the video was saying they're like, where are you? Where's the upload on the old video? But when I was on Thursday, I was like, hey, I appreciate y'all looking forward to the new video, but like, it'll be here just like 1 week. I asked for 1 week off. The Ham Tarus, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. My friends over on the YouTube, we got 600 people in here and 260 likes right now. So if you can please be sure to click that like button. I do really appreciate it. So thank you everybody for doing that. I accidentally closed my Twitch window. No, actually I don't want to start collaborating from Stream Manager. No, actually I don't want to do that. I don't want to meet new people. Speaking of meeting new people, actually, if you are not on the social medias of the Twitters and all that, one, good for you. Good for you. Unfortunately, I am on there. But I announced last night that I'm going to be going down to TwitchCon in San Diego this year. So I don't know if any of y'all are going to be at TwitchCon or anything like that, but I will be there, and Sid's going to be coming down too. So very excited for it. It's like a month away now. And yeah, we decided kind of last minute that we're going to go down to TwitchCon in San Diego. So they'll be really excited. So I'm very hyped for it. So I know there's gonna be another like 4 days where I'm not here, but hopefully that means we'll miss one stream. Hopefully won't miss a video. But if anybody's going for TwitchCon, be sure to look out for me and please come over and say hellos. I'm really excited for it. There's so many people. I got a message from Scar this morning that I was like, that's so nice. He sent me a message on Discord and he was like, I'm so excited to meet you in San Diego. And I was like, Scar. So I'm excited for that. It'll be cool to be able to see everybody. Dude, TwitchCon, yeah, the reason why I didn't go to the Europe one was because I was like, dude, getting to Rotterdam from Seattle, not, that is too expensive. But getting down to San Diego from Seattle, not as expensive. Still an expensive weekend, but man, yeah, it's a pricey one, but I'm very excited for it. It's gonna be fun to see everybody. Phoenix, thank you so much for the 2 months for streaming a few weeks. Love your videos. Hey, thanks so much for being here. And John, thank you so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate it. I think it's Scar's birthday today too, so if you haven't, be sure to go say happy birthdays to him. Can you build a medieval Lego store in the world? I don't think building a Lego store would really be too big, but you know, we build a lot of medieval stuff and we build a lot of stores, so that's pretty cool. So excited to see the new train project you're starting. Hey, Matt Ranger, how you doing? Welcome on in. It's kind of a baby one today. It's just kind of like finishing off a region. Have you ever met Scar in real life? No, I haven't. So, it's so funny because of the YouTubers I know, Scar lives the closest to me. Like, we technically are like a 3-hour drive apart from each other. It's so weird because both of us grew up as swimmers. He's slightly older than me, so we never swam in the same meet. I think there's one swim meet that potentially I was at it, and he thinks he was at it before he got sick when he was still competing, that we wouldn't have swam because we were in different age groups, but like we both could have been at the same swim meet at the same time, like racing in different events throughout the weekend and different age group heats and everything. But I was like, this is such a small world. 3 hours apart is close. When you're living in the United States, yeah, it is. Even if you didn't go to Rotterdam, just know that if you're ever on Belgium soil, first round's on me. I got you. We're headed out to Amsterdam. I don't know, it's not in Belgium. I know that much. I'm not that dumb, but closer. Aren't some of the mods Dutch? Don't we have some mods that are Dutch? I feel like it. I don't know if any of y'all live in Amsterdam, but if there's any of the mod team, I'll send that in the mod Discord. If there's any of the mod team that lives in or near Amsterdam, I'll buy y'all around. Legolius, thank you so much for the 48 months at tier 2. Oh my gosh, 4 years. We got another one. Havoc is Dutch. Okay, yeah. Amsterdam's 2-hour drive. All right, that's not terribly far. Eggs and Havoc are... yeah, we got a lot. How you doing, Stam? Welcome on in. Heard Amsterdam's beautiful. Yeah, we've been once before. We, on our honeymoon, had a random 12-hour layover in Amsterdam, and so we decided to see if we could see as much of the city in a day as possible. Not possible, but it was fun. Very excited to go back. If I had a nickel for every Minecraft YouTuber that grew up, lives in the Pacific Northwest, and loves building, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird. Hey, something's in the water, maybe. Amsterdam kind of sucks to see the rest of the Netherlands, though. Yeah, I feel like Amsterdam is one. I love the city architecture, like when we were there, so I'm really excited to go see it again. But yeah, we'll see. And before we jump to the hardcore stuff, I got some stuff to show you. I randomly decided to get into working on a resource pack thing today. I'm redoing the leaves in the resource pack in kind of a weird way. I'm returning the basic Minecraft leaf into a chance to show on the pack. So there's gonna be a small Scars in Washington. He's like southwest Washington. Yeah, so the default leaf that we have in here is this guy with a little bit of the bushiness on it. And I've been thinking about it of returning some just for the sake of variety that will not have the bushiness on them. And I think I like it. So I've done that on spruce. Let's see if we can get one.
Pleased to meet you.
So we'll have the random spruce leaf that's there, almost like it's a small one. I've already gotten birch figured out. Jungle I just did. I literally was doing these as the stream was starting. Yeah, so jungle's done. Acacia I haven't done yet. But if any of y'all want to see the tech behind it, let me make sure I'm not going to dox myself before I pull all this stuff up. I am going to dox myself if I pull all this stuff up, so you guys don't get to see. How could I do this without doxing myself? No, yeah. Sorry, I actually can't show you all the folders, the files. Let me see. What could I do? I could do something. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna dox myself. But let me finish up these files real quick, and then we can get in there. So I was working on the acacia real fast, and I just did the dark oak, and I just need to get through and copy the rest of these. There's only 3, so I can get rid of this line. And then we need to change. It'll be super quick, and then we'll get in the game. I just need to copy some verbiage around. But basically, for those who are curious that know how texture packs work, I'm going through the block state file and just adding another variation and adding a weight of all of the bushy ones. I've weighted as 2, and then and I have 2 variations on the bushy. So there's 80% chance of it spawning with that, and then a 20% chance of it spawning without any of it. So there's a 20% chance to not have bush on leaf. The bush to be not bushy is a 20% chance. Okay, and then if I copy this, there's acacia's done, and then sorry, I know y'all can't see much, but let me just go back here so we can do this real quick. And then we'll get into hardcore stuff and things today. I'm excited to see what we can do. There's that. Flowering azalea. I just need azalea leaves _ flowers _. Wow, that's a name. Why is that? Why is it called flowering azalea leaves in game, and then the file on the back end is called azalea _ leaves _ flowers? Shouldn't it be flowering _ azalea _ leaves? I don't know. Maybe I wrote it wrong a long time ago. Okay, there's that. And then I just need to get mangrove done. I need to do mangrove and cherry still. And then we're good. Super easy. Blobbin, how we doing? Welcome on in. Welcome. Okay. Mangrove, I'm almost done. I made a mistake when I set up this computer a long time ago. Or actually, I didn't make a mistake. It's the Microsoft account I use has my real name on it. So I'm trying to not basically leak my full name because it's in the file path. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm on the last one. Just need to copy some cherry and overwrite some azalea, and then we can be zooming off and doing stuff. Arcane Gaming, thank you so much for the dono. Like the stream, my homies. Yeah, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Okay, there's that. Double checking that I got the commas. Looks like we're good, and we'll find out. Once we refresh, it'll either all be working, or there'll be some stuff that has purple and black tiles on it. All right, let's see. F3AT. All right, so we've got... Ooh, I might need to bring the weight up.
Like the stream, my homies. Black Heart.
For some reason on these ones, I have 4 varieties of them. Okay, so there, that's okay. And then here, yeah, mangrove is going to be a little bit more consistent. I think is good. And then, yeah. Cool. That'll work. And then azalea should have somewhere. There's one. Okay, those are working. And then flowering's working too. Sweet. Okay, we're going to just take all of this and delete. Okay, cool. That's saying it's working. Please build a police station / prison in the city. I don't really want to build a prison, but maybe we can. I feel like instead of a police station, I always do like little barracks or stuff like that. Just like a guard barracks. I feel like in the medieval fantasy realm kind of gives the same idea. Me saying, yeah, I don't want to leak my real name. Next person in chat. Hey, what's your real name? Twig, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. It's a bit weird how YouTube keeps reminding us that if we chat, others can see if we're members or not. Yeah. I don't know why it is so weird on that. Let's walk through here and just kind of see. Oh, I installed a mod, by the way, for horses. I think I've mentioned this before, but one, it makes it so when you look down, the opacity of the horse goes down so you can kind of see what's around you. And then two, it makes it so that this is the only game-breaking change that is kind of in here, is that they don't run away if they have a saddle on them. So if I take the saddle off, he'll start wandering. But if I give the saddle back to him, he stands still. Kind of like it. Just like y'all can like the stream. Woohoo! We got 900 people in here. We're at 400 likes. Okay, I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. How's this looking on the tree? Do we see any? Not really. Okay, so it's not that major of a change on big trees, but I think it'll be some fun ones on little one. It's an interesting mod, I approve. Yeah, it's called Horse Buff. Makes horses better by removing stupid things. You can make it so they don't wander. You can make it so you can ride them through portals, which is now in the game. And honestly, the best part is you can also make it so you can ride them in water and you don't get kicked off. Ooh, there's one without the bush. Yeah, I hate if you get off the horse for a second to break a tree down and then so that you can walk through with your horse and the horse is like, nope, we're gone. But yeah, so I can show y'all. We'd like to see you build a cage. Look at my horse. Look how amazing my horse is. He can walk on water. Because normally you would sink and get kicked off. But yeah, I'm playing with it for now. You think you'll do more sky builds, go with your hot air balloons? Yeah, we have one hot air balloon and we have one airship. We haven't really done much else. Okay, so today what the main goal is, I want to fill in all of the grass and blocks and everything to create landscape here. That's primarily numero uno. And then numero dos is going to be to, if we have time, to merge all of this coming down into here and probably bring that out. And I think... No, I kind of like this river, but we'll bring it, yeah, because we'll bring it out and kind of do like a cliffy thing along here. Is the second one. Give it a lick. Okay, I shouldn't continue to sing that. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. That would probably be a little bit of a weird one. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a cool way to do it, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get this in, get this all built up, and have it looking nice. So we're just gonna build and see where we can take it today. I'm kind of thinking right here. I want to do my goal is not only to have more terrain to build with, but I also want to make it a little bit more natural looking. I started playing Elden Ring again last night. No, not last night. 2 nights ago. I decided to start a new character over what I was using before, and because I just want to start fresh. I don't know why I started it now when the new WoW expansion literally comes out in like 4 or 5 days. And then I was like, yeah, let's also start Elden Ring. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I did it. So that's a thing. And then, ooh, that's kind of weirdly down. Maybe we want to bring this. We're going to bring this section up here. Just kind of have this coming around where the rock bit is. And then we will take it over there. But anyways, the Elden Ring mention was that I started playing. And I was mostly because I keep seeing so many people like Pixel Rifts, Germsy Boy, and just I feel like the game that Minecraft builders are hooked on right now is Elden Ring. And I keep hearing them talk about the game, and I'm like, dude, I need to just go and start exploring around the world again. I just need to go start looking at all of it and just seeing what's out there for building ideas and just different elements. So I started playing again, and instantly was just looking at how all the landscapes and the rocks and everything are just so different in the shapes and everything. And there's just there's constant detail around you. Whether it's just like a little rock or a little who knows what. But yeah, so I want to kind of start taking some elements of that into the builds that we're doing. Back to double dirting. Well, yeah, we're going to turn a lot of this into farmland. So I need to at least have the framing done in double dirt so that we can... If and when we bring more farmland in here, we can easily turn that into some landscape or some farm fields without needing to replace the entirety of the underneath section to put water in. Do you have any tips for decorating a house? Make it look lived in. What do the people that live there do? That's if you can answer that question, you'll have a great interior. Please play Monster Hunter Wilds on stream when it comes out next year. I've always wanted to play a Monster Hunter game, but don't they all release on PlayStation? Am I not correct in thinking that? Also, this project is working twofold of I have no shulker boxes. Like I am out of empty shulker boxes because tearing down the mountain has filled up so much junk that I actually don't have space to store things. Like all of my project shulker boxes are now full of stone and dirt. So we are out here trying to get more. We're trying to put blocks down in the world so I can go gather more blocks is the whole goal. They're on all consoles? Okay. Yeah, maybe. I'll see. I feel like Monster Hunter I've always wanted to get into, and then I've just kind of never really done it. I don't know why, but yeah, Monster Hunter to me seems like a game that I would enjoy. Make a cave under there. Oh, there's gonna be monsters all over the place under there. Don't you worry. Also for the fantasy Minecraft SMP enjoyers, I have been playing a little bit more. Mostly with Pearl. Pearl and I were on like almost all weekend. I know I didn't really stream any of it. I was just sleepy tired hanging out. But I ended up respecking on Fantasy. So I got rid of a few of the abilities we have. And my character is so much stronger now. Like, y'all thought I was overpowered before. Oh, I am so much stronger now. For those who have been watching Fantasy. Oh, it's been so fun. But yeah, I'm a very, very big, very tall, very, very strong dwarf. I heard you in Jimmy's stream. He's like, what's a siren do? he just teed that up, and I was like, boom, we're taking it. How's the dwarf even stronger? I have another 20 max hearts than I had before, and now I do an extra 10 hearts per hit than I was doing before. And I got rid of that exhaustion thing, so I don't just get slowness after I hit something 5 times. So we do a lot more damage. Can you show the mountain progress? Oh, like the big landscape? I haven't done anything on that for a while. I want to do a big episode on that soon, especially now that I have like 400,000 stones sitting in my storage rooms. So we'll get an episode on there soon. But what dead coral block do you think is the best texture with? I really like brain coral and I really like tube coral. Fire coral and those seem to be pretty. I like fire coral too, but not as much as the others. Would be my. And what's the pink one called? Is that brain? No. What's the pink one? Isn't the purpley one brain? The pink one I don't really use. 20 more hearts and 10 more hearts of damage. What? Yeah. No, I'm a big beefy dwarf. I also got a new sword that does insane damage to undead mobs. I killed a wither in 6 hits today. Didn't we kill the wither together on stream? Didn't we? No, did I think Pearl and I did that off stream. And then I've now killed 3 withers. The first 2 took a little while, and then now the recent one is pink is brain, magenta's bubble. Yeah, I like whichever one is this one, whatever this guy is. This is my favorite. That's my second favorite. What are you? Yeah, brain coral and tube coral. Yeah. Okay, so I got those right.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so this is kind of good. If we can get if we can get like a line from there up to here and get one from here, probably. Because I want to take this like. There, it's just gonna be like a weird little thing that's kind of popping up. Maybe we do like a little stone along the front for a babby rock. Mary Meadows, thank you so much for the 20 months at tier 1. I really do appreciate that. Sadly, I've been working a ton. I haven't been able to catch many streams. So happy to be here today. Keep it up. Also, like the stream, chat. Hey, I appreciate the support. Thank you so very much. And no worries at all. You gotta do you. VODs are available if you want to keep up on them, and if you got to miss some and catch back up later, totally fine too. Even if you don't want to catch up and you're just like, hey, I'm just going to show up again, what's going on? Totally acceptable. All is allowed. My favorite builder, fWhip, how's it going? It's going today. We're doing building. We're placing blocks today. I know everybody's missed the block placing. How about the mending villager? I did get it. Yeah, I posted on Twitter last night. We got him. Ray came through. I told you all. Ray was going to be the one. Ray was going to be the one to give us mending. He did it. Ray came through. And for everybody who's like, what the heck are you talking about? There's another SMP that I'm playing on right now that's a really heavily modded SMP called Fantasy Minecraft that Mythical Sausage is running. And we have been streaming on there. It's a lot of fun. It's a live stream only series. So if you're like, where are the videos been? There aren't going to be any videos, but it's been very, very fun to be a part of. So I'm having a lot of fun. And I think some people in the community here have booted up their own server that they're playing just like with friends in the community. Not advertising that they will let you in or anything, but a lot of people seem to be jumping on the idea of the mod pack and having a good time themselves. Say hello to your Brazilian viewers, please. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Feels like loose sketching, but with 3D blocks. Yep. That is landscaping. I'm also trying to not make these rocks too tall. I like the idea that they're just kind of some flatter ones. Having trouble with details around the structures in my snow biome base. Any suggestion or experience with that? Snow biomes are hard because, but they're also, they're kind of snow builds are interesting to detail because you want to make it fit the snowy environment theme, but also if you put too much snow, you lose all the detail of everything that you're doing. So I tend to do like big patches of snow, like piling up the layers, like where it might be drifting off from the roof line or anything like that can be pretty good. And then I would say if you can get that done, you can also mix like diorite in there to make it look a little dirtier and grimier. I always find that to be fun. I know a lot of people like using quartz for that. You can use light blue glass to look like icicles hanging off of things, which is pretty fun. And I would say just make a lot of covered areas that can be workstations, or using diorite as like a path through the snow so that you can make it look like if the people who are working there, living there, or whatever, like they got to be walking around, so they're cutting paths through the snow and everything. You can do all stuff like that. Andesite also can go pretty well into those, just to, like, mix it up and everything. So calcite's great. Yeah, I'm a calcite hater. I'll say it. I don't like calcite. And my full 100% reason for not liking calcite is because it's only a full block. It's also really heavily textured. I don't like the texture of calcite. It stands out too much against other white blocks. Like, diorite, heavily textured, but most of the texture in diorite is just noise, so it's easier to work into things. Whereas calcite has a very, very defined rock. Like, I can't really see calcite as anything other than rock. So maybe that's a me problem, but yeah. Probably turn some of those into slabs as we're moving. Need to pick up some more build stief. Germsy's calcite palette is really nice. Yeah, Germ does a really good job at bringing blocks together in a palette.
Pleased to meet you.
Calcite and smooth basalt as a kitchen floor. Yeah, I feel like smooth basalt has that kind of same shape pattern to it. Long time viewer of fWhip. I'm glad to catch a stream. I just wanted to remind you all to use your primes. Use those primes. Thanks, Twitch viewer. Use those primes. I mean, I'm just saying thanks to their name for thanks. Use those primes for being in the stream. Sam, thank you so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the tier 1. Also, for all the members and subs, including use those primes subs, I will put that new texture pack up after stream today. I like it. I think I'm gonna rock it for a while, and I would love to get some feedback on it. So for those who like to check out the texture pack stuff as soon as it's released, I'll get that published here soon, so y'all can check it out in game. But I think it's gonna be a good way to balance things a little bit more, and also have some more fun shapes in leaves instead of it just being big boosh. Your name was in Germ's video. I heard he's going for the house in episode. That's a much bigger build to do per episode than a field in episode. I will say that much. But hey, he's already got the houses planned. That because I know they've been doing a massive community build making those. So at least he doesn't need to design it then build it. He just needs to get the materials and make it. Like, they're already done builds. So. But at the rate Germ uploads, like, he's got a lot more time. That guy goes for like a video a month right now or something like that. I am forever committed to weekly videos. I don't think my anxiety could handle a once a month upload. I would be like, dude, if this once a month upload isn't a 1 out of 10 every single time I upload it, I am going to scream. Like, it would not be good for me, man. I don't get how creators work like 3-4 months on a single video and then they're like, yeah, hopefully it works. Like, you doing what? Nah, I don't see that as super sustainable, like for channel growth. But I mean, it works for some. Obviously, there's a lot that are doing it. But I feel like anytime there's creators that do that, I'm like, I forget about them. But I guess a lot of those people are turning into big streamers now too. Like they just stream every day working on the project, and then then their video is the compilation of all the streams. Just seems terrifying. Yeah, not for me, man. I would love to upload twice a week if I could, but I literally do not have the hours. Not at the current rate. I think that would have to be something in a future series or something like that, where we go at a slower pace. But I'm way too set in stone on this series for like the pacing of it. I can't change it up that drastically at episode 74. Which is crazy. We are 74 episodes into this. Or I'm working on episode 74 right now. 73 will come out this Thursday. Did I put the marker? I did not. Dang it. PD, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. How's it going today? It's going good so far. No complaints over here. Shovel from the bakery server is a sample that comes to mind. Awesome builder, but those videos are cool. Yeah, I love the builds Shovel makes, but I can't watch his videos like all the way through. I have to pause and come back. There's too much emphasis on like added effects that it kind of takes me out of it. Like I want to see the Minecraft builds. I want to see those coming together. I want to see that type of stuff. And he's very much going for, here's the movie cinematic experience of how I created the thing, which is fine. Like it obviously works. He gets a lot of views. But yeah, no. And also 300 hours of building for a single video and then turning that into a video. With the amount of editing I know he does, that's at least another 100 hours. Why do you place 2 layers, not 1? Because I want to be able to put water in it. Turning it into farmland. We're probably not going to do the entire thing as 2 layers. I'm just kind of sticking it through this section. We'll start doing just the guidelines as double layers, and then we can work off of those if we need to. Just tested the diet sprinkles in the mountains. Add so much. Appreciate it. Hey, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Do we have a video teaser? I put one on Twitter recently. I linked a screenshot of where I might be building in the next video. I also put one in the members Discord channel. I put a world map in there to show, and part of the map, it was an updated version, so it actually shows the new builds on the map in a 2D format, so you know. Oh, mangoes? Thank you for the tier 1. I'm assuming that's mangoes. First trial chambers, baby zombie spawner. Ooh, just run away. That's just death waiting to happen. Part of me does want to get back into a trial chamber soon. I think that's going to be a thing we're going to do. I would like to I'd like to get an ominous key farm set up so that we can just jump into other trial chambers and loot the keys and get out. Like I think that would be I think that'd be a smart idea. Love the trial chambers. Yeah, I want to get in there and do some more stuff with them. I think they're really fun. I've just been using fantasy SMP as my Minecraft fighting stuff. current love. I'm like, I wish trial chambers had come out a while ago, because now I feel like I'm gonna jump back into a trial chamber and expecting like a labyrinth from the dungeons that are in the fantasy mod pack, and then I'm gonna do a trial chamber and be like, oh, it's not the same. But that's fine. Ginny, thank you so much for the 9 months a stream, baby. I'm doing well, thank you so much. I hope you're doing well as well. Excuse me. Can you walk over here? A yoink. fWhip, I need t-shirts and stuffies. Take your time. Well, I've already revealed it. This guy will be available soon. So it's not really a t-shirt or a stuffy, but it is a plushie. Ah, look at the color on him. Look how cute he is. He's making my hair look very brown. His hair's so much more vibrant than mine. He'll be available soon. Speaking of which, I actually need to message my dude. So the guy who's working with me on this didn't finish getting the website ready, and his Discord name currently says out of office until September 6th. We were supposed to launch it this Friday. I'm gonna have to reach out to somebody else at the company. Cause that ain't acceptable. They've been so slow on the turnaround to get this thing live. Oh, it's been so frustrating. It was supposed to originally be live last week, and then it didn't happen. And so then I was like, okay, so we can move back to the next date. And now apparently my dude's out of office. That guy's, they've been on vacation. They were gone for the first 2 weeks of August, which is why it got delayed to begin with. And now they're gone again? Oh, man. At that point, pass me off to somebody else on the team, you know? Call them. Yeah, I don't have their phone number. I have one other rep at Makeshift that I can reach out to. Robin, thank you so much for the dono. Another landscape project? More an unfinished one. We've already started this. It's just something that needs to actually be done. At least it gives me time to get the money for it. It'll be live for a whole month. So for everybody who is curious, the original, I told them I have a hard end date in end of September because I'm traveling and it needs to be done and wrapped up before then. And they were like, yeah, no problem. That'll be super easy. It's become problem. Unfortunately, it has become problem. Sam, longtime flipper here. I hope you and your family are doing well, including doggos. I was wondering how you decide on what color glass panes you use on your builds. If it's for like the shaping, you mean? For what I've been using for like the little to like pull walls out. Usually right now, the only options I'm feeling comfortable with using is light gray and brown. Brown I will use if the build is mostly based out of mud brick, or the background of the build, like whatever the setting is behind it, is also like a darker block. You can also use gray. I use that on the castle, so I guess those are the three. Gray is if you want to have it become a shadow. Light gray is if you want to have it kind of blend against the sky, so it's really just you don't see the paint at all. And that's kind of the things. I unfortunately missed getting the goblin. Yeah, I know the goblin one was it did, a lot of people seem to get it, but I definitely, as soon as it ended, I had so many people, even like my My older brother, a bunch of his friends, found out that I had released it, and they're all good dudes. But they were like, they found out after the fact that when it ended that it released, and they're like, we want to support your brother. And so they're all like, are there any available extras? Like, are any of them up late? And I was like, no, they're all spoken for. I can't add any more. So I made sure to give them all a huge heads up because they're like, if you release something again and don't tell us, we're gonna be mad. Like, okay. Please give house interior tour, like this house. I don't think I've shown some pictures. I don't think I've ever really shown people anything outside the office, at least not on a video. Torches down there in the caves? Nah, it's fine. It's totally safe. Who doesn't love the grumbles of zombies underneath their farmland? Okay, there's that, and let's get that guy out of there. You're showing a few pics around the House of Doggos in your hoodie? Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, I like that. I think we need some slabs. We definitely need some stone slabs. Let's craft some of those down real quick. We'll use these throughout. Actually, that's the only tall one, so we'll do that. Then here, I just want to do like a little... Yeah, that'll work. And then we can do a few over here. Don't make a Mog farm. That's Mog's farm job. Dude, I've been doing that long before Mog. Actually, I don't know. That's probably not true. That man's been playing Minecraft for years. But I've also, before I even knew Mog, I've been long in that. I've been molded by the darkness of mob farms underneath the train. Was born in them back in the original mountain. Okay, now we just need to keep going. Yeah. You gotta keep doing the thing. How do you use color theory in our builds? I try to do a little bit here and there, but I'm really not that great at it. I use the Adobe Color Wheel tool. It's a website that you can get. You don't even need an Adobe account for it, I believe. And that is really good. But then translating that into Minecraft blocks is not super easy. New cape? Yeah, this is the MCC Minecraft 15th anniversary cape. You got from doing the whole server, everything like that, that Bedrock server that they booted up for the event. No longer available for those who did not get it. Unfortunately, it's no longer available to be got. But I'm pretty happy that I got it. Hee hee. Mostly for the fact that I won the MCC, so I feel like it's kind of like this is my cape. Like, I earned this cape. If anybody gets to wear this cape, it's me. It's a sniffer nose. Yeah, and I love sniffers, so it works perfect. I see the crown, but I can also understand the sniffer nose. Yeah. It's fine. It is what it is. Alright, we're gonna run along the road and just get this, like, double layer down to close in the road a bit more. We'll just run this along the entire edge of it Wait, you can use the cape in Java now? Yeah. It's came to Java in early August. Like August 6th, I think. Almost 2 weeks ago. Hadn't been so excited to see someone win an MCC since Captain Sparkles won his first one. Are you talking about us winning or Captain winning another one? I might have missed the first half. How come there isn't any music? There should be music. Is it muted? That's coming through. I think it's just the block placing loud. Noise is loud. I'll turn it up a little. Yeah, I know the trophies got shipped out. I don't know when they I don't know when it's gonna get here, but I did. I'm waiting on getting the shipping information still, but I sent over my info for them for where to ship it. So we should have an MCC Ender Cup trophy here soon. Maybe just fade out for a little bit. Yeah, maybe. I'm down to vibe and just listen to music and place blocks. It is the chill Monday stream, so those who have not been to a stream before, Mondays are usually much more chill than the other ones. How was your birthday party? It was a really, really fun weekend. It was so fun hanging with all the friends. We went out to the coast. We went to Westport in Washington, which I'd never been to before. I'd actually never been to the Washington coast, and I've lived here a vast majority of my life. Like, a vast majority of my life has been spent in Washington. Outside of going to college, I've only lived in the state. And I'd literally never even been out to the coast. I've been out to the Olympic National Forest, but I'd never been to, like... I'd never been out to the coast itself, so that was really, really pretty to be able to go out there and see that. Built a 6 starter house. Thank you. Yeah, on the beach. I was very ready. I was ready to... No, that was already there. We found it. I wish I could take claim to that. No, that was already there. Looked like that thing had been in the works for quite a while. We're in Sardinia, Italy right now. It's up ready here. All right, flexing on all of us. Cool. I see how it is. Hope you're having a good trip. Egg, no chicken, just egg. Good to see double dirtings never stop. I do it if I know I'm gonna turn the area into farmland. Otherwise, I cannot be bothered. Because it takes twice as many materials to cover an area, hence double the amount of materials, if you will, if you might. And that sucks. Have you ever been to Australia? I have not. We had a trip planned that unfortunately did not happen. It had to get canceled last minute for some stuff that was a big bummer. But yeah, I hope to one day. My older brother lived down in Sydney, Australia for like 8 months, and we were going to go visit him, but then some stuff came up. So that trip had to get canceled, but I would love to one day. I think that would be really cool. I know my wife, she said she really wants to make it down there at one point too, because she needs a picture of her in front of the Sydney Opera House. Because her name is Sydney also, spelled the exact same way, so you know. Gotta make it happen. For the namesake. How is Pearl's place coming along on Fantasy? Are you not at liberty to say? Pearl streamed this morning from Fantasy. I don't know how often she's going to be streaming from there, but she was live today. Okay, there's that entire thing bordered out, which is helpful, and that was a lot of blocks. Australia equal big spiders, you. I feel like that's the stereotype behind it, which probably has some truth in it. But I really doubt that there are massive spiders everywhere. Have you ever been to Ireland? I'm from there. I have not. I would love to go to Ireland one day. I am very Irish, but I have not had the chance to make it out there. I know, very, very surprising that I am Irish. I know. But yeah, I'd love to one day. We kind of talked about that for the current trip that we're going on, about potentially jumping over there. But it did not make it in the end as the one we want to do. Okay, so we're pretty good on space here. I want this to be a lot of grassiness. I'm thinking, just for the fun sake of it, just for a little variety, let's do some little pillars of stone. Do one like right here, where we're just gonna, when we get around these, we're gonna make some rocks. We can do one like right here, and maybe we do like a one right there. Do that as a little set of 3. How are you Irish if you've never been to Ireland? Welcome to America. A lot of people are from all over, like genetically from all over the world, because that's how America works. Do another, like, we'll do like a fiber right here with like a little babby. Okay, we'll do that. That'll be good. We'll turn those into rocks as we're getting around to developing those spaces. Yeah, I had the chance to get Irish citizenship because my great grandma, when she was alive, she was born in Ireland. And then unfortunately, we had one family member, my aunt, who ended up getting her citizenship without telling anybody. She just kind of did it, not out of like, she just like didn't think anybody was really interested. And then she did it, got her citizenship, and then our great grandma passed away. And then we found out that we could only have done it if she was alive. So then we're like, oh, okay, I guess that can't happen. In my opinion, if you weren't born somewhere, you're not that nationality. I never claimed to be that nationality. I just complained, or nationality and the race that you are two very different things. And if you don't agree with that, you can look at how so many differences everywhere in the world are unfortunately due to racial backgrounds, even if they weren't born in the place that race is from or whatever. They still get judged based off of that. So I think it's still an important thing to keep in the conversation. As unfortunate as that is, it still happens in this current year, but it's still unfortunately a part of life, and it's definitely something you can't just ignore. Yeah, I mean, I'm not over here claiming to be like, oh, I'm not saying like, yeah, I'm an Irish citizen. No, I'm not. But I can be Irish. This is very different things. Okay. Go down to here. We'll take it out this way.
Pleased to meet
There's also,
you.
yeah, ethnicity versus nationality, yeah. Guy here, what are we doing today? We're replacing a lot of dirt. is
Pleased to
the
meet
most
you.
of it today. Slide, thank you so much for the 7 months. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day as well, my friend. Thank you so much. So close to getting political when we're talking about this. Yeah, we're not getting into politics behind any of it, but it's very much a part of who people are, and that's something that makes a lot of people unique. And a lot of time when you have unique aspects of people and you bring them together, you can get a lot of really cool stuff. It just always hope that people are willing to give each other a chance. That's gonna be, I should have brought that back farther. You plan to light that area up? Yeah, I'll probably regret this later and then have to do it, but that could be a funny clip in a video. And that would be more fun. That's called content, baby. Yeah, that'll work. If you had to build a starter house now in default Minecraft, would you texture it like your recent builds? Yeah, probably. I like, whenever I build something in this game, I like to base it off of my current building skills and ability so that I can kind of create that time capsule at the point of like what I was creating and how I built the thing and all that. So I like to, no matter how much of a pain in the butt it's going to be to get the materials, I will go through the effort to get the materials to make something that I'm proud of. Is this your custom texture pack or for fantasy? This is mine. This is all default Minecraft, just with my foliage pack on top. Ooh, we're gonna have to bring that way around. I kind of goofed that up. Maybe not. Maybe we can do... Yeah, the lower grass sides is also vanilla tweaks. Yeah. And the sun. That's also vanilla tweaks. The sun and moon being the 3D prism. Well, cube. 3D cube. I like that one. You're back. I am back. We are here. We are Minecrafting today. Ah. I guess we could use this as a... Have you thought about any lore for this world? Nothing new, really. Nothing out of what we kind of already have established. Which is really just kind of how the civilizations in the world really just like are able to exist, and the reason why they settled in the region that they did. Like that to me is the fun lore to write. Like, what draws the people there? How do they survive because they are there? Like I'm not gonna write any like fantasy novels or anything like that, or introduce those things. Like, we might have some magic systems and whatnot, but we're not gonna do anything like, I'm not gonna be telling crazy stories and acting it out or anything like that in here. Like, that's not how I enjoy playing this game. So you won't get that type of lore from me. If you're looking for that, definitely go check out my good friend Mythical Sausage. But that is That's his bread and butter. That's not my favorite thing to do in the game. American Mailing, you have a good one, all right? Thanks for stopping by. Fantasy novel will be with us in 6 years. Yeah, could you imagine? Just turn this into a New York Times best-selling book? Nah. Nah, that probably ain't happening. Could be funny, though. Man turns Minecraft world, hardcore Minecraft world that's lasted for 6 years into a story and writes a book about it. So you do hate lore. No, I just hate sausage. No, I'm kidding. No, I love him. I don't like feeling like I have to act as a character, or I have to. I like lore. That's the thing. I think being able to tell a story is a very important way to have a successful Minecraft world. I think that it can be overdone to the point where if the main focus of the Minecraft world is telling a story versus the main focus of the Minecraft world being your builds and how you're surviving in there, to me, that's when I get a disconnect. I like the story to support the builds and the gameplay that I'm having. I don't like the gameplay that I'm having to be supporting the story. And that's where the difference comes in for me. I'm gameplay first, story second. Whereas I think a lot of people in the Minecraft YouTube space, when they think of lore, they think of story first, gameplay second. And that's okay. I mean, there's good benefits to everything like that. And obviously, like, you can tell some really cool stories. Like, my buddy Sausage is very, very talented at telling a story in Minecraft and using that. It's just not how I prefer to play the game. Do you have any plans for the cave / hole in the mountain near the lake? Oh, the one like right over there. I originally want to do like a giant gatehouse to it, but now I think it's gonna be like a fortress that's gonna wrap around the end, and then probably just like detail the middle, or like create like a small dock in there for the whatchamacallits, the guards who live in the castle can have like a boat for going out and overseeing and doing customsy stuff if they need to, or basically like a form of a medieval police boat. A battleship, if you will. Okay, we're gonna have that rock right here, which is gonna go. Also, for the people who are curious on the plush, I actually thankfully just heard back from the makeship people, and they said, yes, it'll be available to happen. I'll adjust it tonight. I'm traveling, so once I get a chance to sit at the airport, I'll report in when it's done. Which means probably still have the plush live this Friday. Watch socials, watch the Discord channel and all that stuff. And then if it actually does happen on Friday, we'll obviously be announcing it on stream and everything like that. So for everybody who is curious about the plushie that I just showed a few minutes back. Watch it watching over the harbor by the harbor watch in addition to the watchtower of the watching over the harbor of watching hot harbor. Okay. Thanks, Sparrow. You got it. I'm glad somebody's understanding where we're at with that one. Thank you. I appreciate you explaining for the rest of the people in here who obviously did not understand about the watchman's boat to watch over the harbor. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you have any pets? Yeah, I have 2 dogs. I got 2 good doggies. Coda's got to go to the vet on Friday, though. We gotta go get him checked out. He's like he's 8 years old now, or he will be in October. 7 or 8. He's gonna be an old boy. And Nova definitely is no longer in her puppy phase. We keep looking at Nova and we're like, you're a dog now. You're not a puppy anymore. You're a dog. Hope he's okay. Yeah, he seems fine. He's just we think he might have like a bladder infection or something. But he seems okay. He's just being a dog. He's just dogging. We'll come back in and do like mossy cobble and everything for these rocks once we get around to detailing the area. Today is literally just, I need to clear shulkers. So we're placing down as much as we possibly can. All puppers are puppers at heart. True. She's just a mature pupper. Also, Sly, I don't know if I missed this one. I feel like... No, I already got you, but thank you again for 7 months. I really appreciate that. And Charcoal, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that as well, my friend. Okay, here we go, filling in this. Where is this? Big city tree is right over there. Oh, you can see the edge of the city because the mountain's gone. Love. Yeah, Dog Brewery is right here. The cartographer villagers are right over that side, and if the city were to load, it would be right there. I'm just dogging. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I am. I gotta go. Have a nice rest of your day. Stream plus day. Don't forget to like, y'all. Hey, Tim, you have it going, all right? Thanks so much for stopping by today. Yes, yes, yes. If you haven't, my friends, be sure to leave a like on the stream. We got like 1,000 people in here over on the YouTube side. We're still at 700 likes. I haven't been asking much today because I'm mostly curious. Do you think you'll add more to the Dwarven District? Yeah. I really, really want to flesh out the city more. None of the districts in the city besides like the upper, and even at that, I don't really want to say it's fully finished yet. But we will, the Dwarven District needs a lot more buildings on it. Everything in the city just needs more buildings. I want to look at the skyline and be like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. I can't really do that yet. Have you got your undercup yet? I have not, no. It should be getting shipped out soon, though. A rock. A rock is here. Rock. There'll be a rock. That rocks. Yeah, that'll rock for us. Okay. That's gonna be like a very, very slight angle. Let's fill in this just to get it done. Let's go find some more. Oh, we forgot the upper spot too. Moss on rock. Grass on rock. What modded SMP would you want to do the most for a series? I don't know. I really like modded being live stream only. I'll be honest. I'll be like, for real. Like modded Minecraft being a stream only thing, I really enjoy. But who knows? I think it would be I think something similar to the Fanny SMP. No, the Fantasy SMP would be my ideal modded experience. Something like I think I've had a weird taste for modded SMPs when every modded SMP I've done has been based around your lives, and I don't like that. I like how goofy fantasy can be, how like we're just messing around with each other. If somebody dies, it's no big deal. Like it's purely just there to have a good time and have fun. Like I think that is the form of SMP that I want to do. I don't want any like modded SMPs that are life based. I don't really want, like, if there's another like X Life, Afterlife, New Life, etc. blah blah blah, I don't think I would do it. I think this time around, if that were to come up and they're like, okay, so we're gonna do a modded SMP with Origins and you have 10 lives, I'd be like, let's do something else. So not that there's any wrong in doing those when we did, but I think having done it 3 times now, I'm not interested in doing it a 4th for sure. And I think the group kind of thinks the same out of that too, so apologies if there's some background noise. There was a motorcycle idling out in the street in front of our house. What villager should I redesign a building for? Stonemasons. Or clerics. That's next on my list, is I want clerics. Pix was cracking me up last week on there when he kept talking about soup for Eloise's character kept looking like it's a strong hand. Taking out soup. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, she I keep giving Elle heart containers to try and get her max health up, because we're like, let's just see how many hearts you need in order to survive fire, because if she takes the tick of fire damage, it doesn't do a half heart like it does for most Minecraft people, you know. No, it does 3.5 hearts. So anytime Elle takes any amount of fire damage, every single tick where she's on fire hits for 3.5 hearts, and like she's just dead. Like there's nothing. Like Sausage accidentally punched her earlier today when we were chatting, and he was like trying to get into something like a chest, and he accidentally left clicked and she was in front of him and she just died. It's like, oh my. I'm on this quest where I'm just like, I'm gonna go get a bunch of spirit orbs. I'm just gonna give them to Elle so she can play the game. You can try put. No, yeah, no, we're not gonna go for that one now. We did get an electric whip though. She's getting roasted. Yeah, literally. Blacksmith. Yeah, you could redo for some armor smiths. You could redo for some tool smiths, and then you could also redo for weapon smiths in 3 different buildings. See how you can make them unique. Do you think you'll ever do another SOS? I could see something like SOS happening again, yeah. I don't know when, and I think if I were to do it, I'm okay with like keeping the server alive and keeping it active, but I need somebody else in the group. Ollie was fantastic. He did a lot to help, but I need somebody else in the group who's going to be there to be like I'll be the server admin to make sure we have the mods installed, we have everything functioning, the server's running well, blah blah blah. But I don't want to be doing that and being the one leading the story and being the one in charge of creating most of the events and figuring out how to implement them. Like I need somebody else to step up on the admin team in order to be able to do that. And I think that I know part of that is for me just not reaching out to ask help from people. Like I'll take part of that. Owen helped out with developing the data pack for the final event. I don't know if he did anything else on there. He did a few little random data packs for us, so he did that, yeah. No, Owen definitely helped out a lot. Ollie helped out a lot. Like, without those two, the grandness of SOS would not have been there. Like, I owe a lot to both Owen and Ollie. They both did a good job. Nitro Speed and Kai Sinat have been up to. They've been playing hardcore for 45 hours straight and still haven't killed the Ender Dragon. Ouch. I mean, have they ever played Minecraft before? Not in like a negative way, just like a generally curious way. So I remember when like Quinn, who's a big Diablo streamer, or was back in the day, he's very much a variety streamer nowadays. Not family friendly at all, but I was laughing so hard when he was doing like hardcore Minecraft, trying to speedrun and beat the game. Or not even speedrun, just literally like a blind playthrough of Minecraft. He was doing all these series of survival games, blind playthroughs, only hardcore mode, and trying to beat it. And if he ever died, like he was losing everything, like resetting. And that dude took like 5 days IRL in order to beat Minecraft. And it was so funny. But like he did it fully blind, like trying to figure out even like how to get into the nether or something for somebody who's never played Minecraft, who is refusing to look up anything. Like that was really interesting to watch. It was a very cool like thing to watch as a Minecraft player, of kind of saying like, oh no, like this isn't just common knowledge everybody has. Like this is all stuff that's been ingrained in our brains for so long because we've been playing this game forever. Do you have any world lore recorded in books in the world? Like actually typed in game? No. Mog just came out with his SOS finale and it was so nice to revisit it. Yeah, I did some voice lines in there. I haven't watched the video yet though, but I'm curious to see how he used them. Is there a purpose to double stacking the dirt blocks? When you're this high off the ground, not really. But when you're higher off the ground, if you're like terraforming up there, it is better for world lag. If you break any block and you reveal light coming all the way down, like this is a very, very low scale of doing that. But let's say, take this out. Nope, creeper. No, thank you. But if I were to break, like, say, like that block, if that were to go, like, from there all the way down, every single air block in there updates its light level. Which, if you think about that, every single air block from there down to there, not that bad. But when you think about that in terms of, say, like, 100 blocks up coming all the way down, that is, every single air block goes straight down from the line, and then light levels work in 15, so you do it 15 out and at the angles to calculate it all the way out, and you get a lot of updates for a single block that you broke in the game. Can't get to the end of my world because I can't find any blaze. Ooh, Helen, no. You can, if you can't find blaze, go trade with a... Can't cleric villagers get you there? No, you do need to kill blaze because they can only trade you ender pearls. Yeah, just keep looking for another fortress. There's got to be one somewhere. They got to exist. Unless you turn structures off, then that's a little bit more of a interesting one. I kind of want this to be a bigger, flatter area here, to be honest. We're going to do a little update for that. Sorry. You use chunk base? You could, yeah. Finally made it to your stream. Oh, well, come on in. Lovely to have you. Nice to meet ya. No, we need to double.
Pleased to meet
The
you.
guideline. It must be doubled. use all of our grass. The Snot Otter, thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. How you get your clouds look so good? It's called the Better Clouds mod. It makes your clouds look better. Hour and a half late, but I'm here. Welcome on in, Liz. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Monday. Hopefully. You terraform so good. We've been doing it all here. This is it. This whole stream, an hour and a half of how I terraform so good. Okay, so that's a bit of a short section there. For some reason, I thought I was a block above. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and triple layer this, and this will be all the way back. There. Yeah. Are you taking a break for your master terraforming project? The mountain, I believe you said, and you said a lake. Oh yeah, like the big one, like way over there. I'm taking a little bit of a breather from it. We'll get back to it soon. Ish. I just have so many other projects that I want to do, and to be honest, I just don't have the free time right now to make an episode out of that and have it look good. I'm gonna have to put like 100 hours in, because we've already put 100 hours into the project. So unfortunately, the way a lot of Minecraft projects go is when you start putting time into things and you start like getting farther along in projects and everything, the way to keep seeing noticeable amounts of changes, unfortunately, usually results in you need to put in twice as much time. And I ain't got twice as much time to record a single episode right now. So I really should be working on it in the background, but I've been so insanely busy that I just have not had the time. It's constantly like, it's on my list of, I keep a list of things to do in the next episode, and it has been at the top since like episode 65. It has been number 1, and I keep being like, I don't have the time this week. Like, I just do not have the time this week to do that. So I'm trying to get time to make it happen. I really, really want to. Like I'm not abandoning it. It's just one where hopefully it'll happen, but yeah. Is it worth mining spawn chunks in your opinion, fWhip? I have never done it. I don't know if it's worth it. Never done it. Never been on a server where anybody's bothered doing it. I think technically probably worth it, but well, actually I would say technically it will give you better performance, and it might help out some of your mob farms. But if you're playing single player Minecraft, and if you're not a technical player who exclusively wants to play Minecraft to build farms that get into the bajillions of items per hour efficiency realm, I don't see any point in making it. Unless you're playing on a server with like more than 20 people who are all pyromaniacs. Like, you don't even need like one of those creeper farms that produce like 100,000 gunpowder an hour. Like, it's a lot of that stuff is so overkill. It's more of a Jurassic Park of we do it because we say to prove that we can do it, not because we should do it. And there's a lot of fun in building those farms, but for me, I couldn't care less. I also don't AFK in the world, so I actually am starting to build larger farms because I want to be able to basically show up, and while I'm like walking in the door, like it's already producing materials, and that I don't really have to worry about like waiting any longer, I guess. Minecraft recently lowered the spawn chunk, so it'd be less worth it now. Yeah, that too. Yeah, if you're playing on the new spawn chunk size changes, you definitely don't need to bother with it. In my opinion. There's probably a lot of technical players who are like, actually, push up glasses. You will get this much more efficiencies per hour by doing it. And think of all the blocks you can get, except most people who do that probably. If you're not doing that with TNT, and I never want to clear out that many chunks. Taking down the mountain in itself is enough. Taking all that down to 0. Ooh, no, sorry, negative 64. Not even 0. You gotta go another 60 blocks. First ring. Welcome in, Bing Bong. What's your favorite block to use for houses? Any specific vibe?
Pleased to meet you.
I build very exclusively in like a medieval fantasy style. And I would say the block that I use most consistently in my houses is some form of spruce. Like I think probably 90% of builds I make have some amount of spruce in them. And I don't think I can say that about any other block. Maybe stone, but even at that, probably not. It's got to be something with spruce. Setnator, thank you so much for the 1 year, my dude. When will the next hardcore video come out? It's going to be out on... I'm going to turn music down just a touch. Next hardcore video will be out on Thursday. Shocker. I know. Yeah. Very, big shocker. Big surprise. I would say my current favorite block in Minecraft, though, I really like the new polished tuff. Honestly, the new tuff, like, suite of blocks, like all of those, they're so good. Dude, they're so good. Mojang just killed it. Whoever the texture artist was that made the new tough blocks, oh, I love them. You recall Germsy Boy? Yeah, Germ's a good friend. Germsy Boy and I played together on Legacy SMP way back in the day. Germ and I have known each other for, I think, 6 or 7 years. Hey, Serendipity. How you doing? I don't know if I missed you in here earlier, but hope you're doing well. What's your opinion on a mangrove door? I like it. I use it sparingly, but I also love the idea, like in Minecraft or IRL, of just a painted door. Like just a colorful door going into a house. I love that. Like just something different. I think it's a fun way to just add a little pizzazz. My friend, don't run in there. Sell me small drip leaf. My friend, hello. Ah, you can run in there. Just kidding. I don't care. Do what you want. It's your life. I'm gonna cover this, by the way, but yeah, that's on you. I love using mangrove doors for chairs because it looks comfy. I haven't tried that. Almost 1,000 people watching. We actually have almost 1,200 people watching. We got another 200 or so over on Twitch. Okay. And then that rock, I might slide that way just a titch. Nailed it. Thoughts on minecart and redstone changes? I like the minecart changes, minus their ability to travel at the speed of sound. I don't need a sound barrier breaking minecarts in Minecraft, as fun as that might be. I love the fact that they now can have like travel distance, like they don't just like go off of a rail and instantly just go boom down. Like I love that feature. I think that's awesome. I'm excited for them to further develop on it though. I think it's a great base point. I think it needs to be toned back in the speed regard, and I think the ability for them to like leap and fly through the sky, that 100% needs to be kept. I would love to build some roller coasters. You kidding? If I had that back in Gobland, dude, oh, we would have made so many roller coasters in that cave. And then the redstone changes, I'm gonna be controversial on this one. I've already talked about it in the members Discord a little bit. When those changes came out, we were chatting a bunch of the members. I like them. I think there has been too much tribal knowledge in the redstone community about how redstone mechanics work because a lot of the Java Redstone mechanics, there's a few things that I think the Redstone changes did incorrectly, but in theory, I like them. And the reason being is because Minecraft is basically saying what you're looking at in front of you will work the way when you're visually looking at it. It's more intuitive. It's easier to grasp. That being said, though, I think before they finalize and push these changes, if Mojang didn't implement something like a new redstone block, I saw somebody throw this out there because they're talking about how pistons work different on Java versus Bedrock, like the ability to like spit out a block on Bedrock or on Java that you can't do on Bedrock. In terms of like a sticky piston, like breaking one out in front of it if you like very quickly fire it, like that type of stuff, I think is really cool, and I hope that stuff stays. And I saw somebody talking about making a honey piston instead of a slime piston, so that your honey piston does the old stuff and like spits out a block, and then your regular Minecraft piston, like your sticky piston, the one that we all know, is the one that keeps the block, so that there is the functionality of both sides. Like something like that, I think would be really cool. And I saw that on the Reddit. I couldn't tell you who came up with the idea. I just saw it as I was scrolling. But I thought something like that could be really cool. And overall, I think making redstone work as your brain visually will see it and work with a very, very basic knowledge of circuitry, that's how things should work. That's how it should operate in the game, not preserving these bugs just because the technical community has held on to these bugs for so long, which they've done. Yeah, it probably would be the reverse. Doesn't matter which way I'd go, just having two pistons that are sticky in some form. But holding on to old bugs for mechanics purely for the sake that they've been around, in my opinion, only hurts the game. Because that is saying, that's putting a stick in the sand or a line in the sand of saying, okay, in this regard, we are never going to develop on this feature because we can't fix this bug that the community now treats as a feature. And anytime that happens in any game, any way, shape, or form, that just becomes a very specific point that you just never have progress on moving forwards. And if Microsoft truly wants to turn Minecraft into the game that's going to last 100 years, like they have claimed many times over that they want to do that, and that's why they're developing Minecraft in the way it is, and like trying to extend that life cycle of Minecraft, like they need to keep developing on things. They need to be able to be okay to go back and update old things. And when you have something like the Redstone side where they're using all these old bugs that have been around forever that should not work the way they are because it's using a bug and powering something through air, but instead should have a new feature that's added in to do what that bug did in its own block space, its own new unique thing that can do that, that's easier for everybody else to be able to see what's going on. And if you were to get that in there and then fix these changes, that would be a great Redstone update. Like that is the type of Redstone update that needs to happen in Minecraft. Not like, I don't think their current form of the Redstone bugs that are going through here should be like the current Redstone update. If they push it out as is, I think that's a fail. Like I think that is a terrible, terrible way to do it. But I think it's a good starting point to have the conversation, and I am glad that they actually went extreme with it. I'm really happy that they decided to say, okay, here's all these changes that we're working on. Here's in theory what we want to do. We're going to just push this out into the community as experimental features and just let them see. And they did that. And what turned around, so many people in the community were like, were freaking out like crazy. And now that actually gives Mojang the ability to say, okay, hey, we tried that. We've toned it back. We're introducing this new thing. What do we think about it now? And the chance of success off of that, 1 billion times higher, because so many people that previously were like, they're taking this thing away from me, now are going to be like, oh, they heard what I wanted to say. They want to do the thing that I wanted them to do. And that's just like a free PR win. Like, that's such a good PR move if you think about it. So I'm all for it. I think the Redstone changes are good. It's the same that they did with the villager changes, the experimental features. The community freaked out. So many people in the community spread so much fake news that those villager changes were a thing now, Dude, the amount of people that still, to this day, think 1.21 put those villager changes into the game. I get people in every single video asking how I'm getting mending or how I have a mending villager over there that's not in a swamp. They're like, didn't these villager changes go through? These massive nerfs? How are you still playing this game? This new update sucks. And I'm like, dude, that never even came into the update. Yeah, the dev communication has been great recently. The dev communication's been awesome. The problem that's been happening, though, is you have a bunch of YouTubers out there who really, really like clicks. And they really, really like views. So they are taking all that dev good communication and warping it. And just straight up lying and taking advantage of young viewers or viewers who are just ill-informed and using that to get their channel a bunch of views. And it's so frustrating, dude. Like there's a few people that I just don't even bother watching anymore. Who I used to go to for news, and now they're just no. I don't watch any Minecraft news YouTubers anymore. Actually, I would say outside of that, and they're not even Minecraft news. They just kind of share it. But Spawn Chunks podcast that Pixelriffs and Joel do, Joel Duggan, they do a great job of just talking about the Minecraft features and representing them in a really good way that I feel like is not seen too often anymore in terms of Minecraft news outlets. But I don't know. Sadly, some people just don't pay attention. Yeah, Exuma does a good job. I think Exuma nowadays is one of the only people who I would say if I'm really looking for a breakthrough on him, like him on news, him and Cub are the two to go to. Outside of that, I literally couldn't recommend anything. Even like, unfortunately, like I used to recommend Waddles as the news guy, but even he recently has been, I think it's because he's doing it for the memes that he causes a lot of confusion. Because he makes a meme about something, a joke about something, and then doesn't really fully clarify that that's not actually happening. And like I've had some people come through and be like, Waddles told me that the villagers were changed. I'm like, no, they weren't. I don't know why he said that, but yeah. So maybe it's people misunderstanding him or blaming him for things, but yeah, which is unfortunate because he used to be really good at all the new stuff. And then you get the other YouTubers who are like, I made Minecraft's new update in 5 days. Or, these are the new mobs being added into Minecraft. When in reality, they're adding them to their mods. Ugh, that's so frustrating, dude. Yeah, Slice Slime does a good job. He also does a really good job. Just changes without opinions. Yeah. Well, because I think he legally can't give opinions. Because I remember when I was playing with him back on Legacy SMP back in the day, he got in trouble and he got copyright striked by YouTube because he wasn't representing that he was a Minecraft employee, and some people reported him for it, saying that he was using his ability as an employee to make more money on the side, when he basically saying he had all this confidential information that was then using to make a video so that his snapshot videos would always be first. And he almost got his channel removed for a while for that. I think he had to really go and fight YouTube to get it back. But dude, I remember hearing about that and just being like, that sucks. So that's why if you look at any of his videos now, he has hashtag Minecraft employee on every single video. And it's because of that. And I think what it was is that there was somebody else who was making news that was annoyed that Slice Slime's videos were coming out first, even though he waits a few hours after a snapshot goes to release a video, usually, or he waits for somebody else to have theirs out. And then they, so he got reported and has since had to legally put that on his videos. And I think he also can't share as much of an opinion anymore, as it could potentially be taken as the official opinion from a developer instead of just his thoughts on the feature, which is so BS. Yeah, Silent only does Bedrock, so I don't really watch his stuff. He's a good guy though. We used to play on a server with him way back in the day. Thoughts on Bedrock Edition? I think it's fine that it exists. I think there's a lot of bugs that can be patched on it that hopefully will be patched. But I mean, I like that it exists. It makes Minecraft more accessible, and I think that's good. Terraforming, how fun. You got it, Kiwi. So much fun. So much dirt. We've cleared out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shulker boxes. We're going. I used to work for Microsoft. My NDA prevented me from giving opinions on any Microsoft game. Yeah, I used to work for Microsoft too, but I actually used to work in Xbox. And I somehow I was so surprised when I started hearing from other friends who had that. Like, I was like 4 months into the job, and they like, it was like coming up in conversation, and I was talking about how I play Minecraft a bunch, and like we were having like a quiet day or something, and so I was just looking up Minecraft build ideas, and then we got talking, and somebody was, and I was like kind of sketching out a build or something, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And I kind of stupidly at the time was like, "Oh, I run a YouTube channel as a hobby, blah blah blah." And they're like, "How do you do that? Like, isn't that against the NDA?" And I was like, I never signed an NDA. like either they forgot to give me one or what, but yeah, I apparently every single person at my team at Microsoft signed an NDA. I literally, like, I went home and I looked in the files, I looked in everything. I never signed one. There was no recognition. There was like any history. I even, like, when I ended up quitting the job, I ended up asking HR, being like, "Hey, just to clarify, is there an active NDA for me?" And they're like, "Yeah, there should be one. Let me go check," and blah, 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 blah. And then they were like, "Huh, there isn't one. Will you sign this paperwork?" And I was like, "I already quit." Like, I already put in my 2-week notice. You're not getting me to sign anything unless you're paying me. Because they wanted me to sign an NDA that was like extremely like so bad. I was like, dude, I already put in my 2-week notice. Why do you think I would sign anything? And they're like, if you don't, we're gonna let you go right now. I was like, if you let me go right now, you're giving me severance for leaving. So if you wanna fire me 2 weeks before I say I'm quitting, please go ahead. I'm sure. Like, I put in my 2-week notice, and then y'all are just like, you need to sign this or you're fired. And I was just like, go ahead. Go right ahead, my friends. Yeah, an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, which basically means that legally you cannot talk about certain things that you did at the job or certain things that relate to your job. Basically, it's like a lot of companies do it if you're a part of like a secret project that's not publicly released or something like that. Like, say you're a video game developer working on the next Minecraft update before the news is public. You can't be out there tweeting about, "Hey, I was working on this feature for the next Minecraft update today." Like, you can't be sharing that stuff. That's a lot of it. Or there's sometimes like, yeah, that's most of it, to be honest. Yeah, that was a goofy time, and they were mad. My manager at the time, she was not the best individual. She was honestly main reason why I quit the job. But she she got a lot of trouble for that. That was funny to watch, and I was just like, I ain't signing anything. Signed so many for work. Yeah, I had to sign one at my second job, but that's long since gone now. You can tell all the secrets of Microsoft all those years ago. Yeah, none of them apply now. But I did work for Xbox. I worked in the database management studio, like, division. That's how Roger Badgerman got fired? Well, yeah, because he was leaking Minecraft information. He should have been fired. I mean, that's just... If you're working for a massive game studio like Minecraft, like Mojang, the fact that anybody thinks that they should ever be leaking any information for internet points, dude, that's just... It's so dumb. Absolutely so dumb. That is one. If you've ever wanted to like have a 0 to 100 real quick, never work in this industry ever again, that's your way to do that. That's like, the gaming industry is so small, and if you want to just have the quickest way to you will never work in a gaming studio ever again is to break an NDA on a video game. Like, that is... Oh my... Like, that's the dude who leaked the picture pods. Wasn't that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the same person who, like, leaked the picture pods and leaked the image of that Vine thing that never came into the game. And also leaked the, like, multiple Minecraft updates, like, a few days before they were released. Because I remember, like, I've signed multiple NDAs with Minecraft to get access to, like, I have an active NDA with Minecraft where I get information a month or two in advance before it becomes public, usually. That was the original thing. Now it's gotten down to only a few weeks because they kept having people break the NDA and then get removed from those Discord channels. One of them, I won't say who because that, not for me to spread that stuff around, even though they shot themselves in the foot. They were a Minecraft news channel. The only videos they make on their channel are about new things coming into Minecraft. And then they decided 2 days before the cherry blossom was leaked, and by 2 days before the cherry blossom, or 2 days before the cherry blossom was officially announced, they decided to tweet out. Also, this happened less than 10 minutes after Mojang gave us the information on cherry blossoms coming to the game. They decided, literally saw it. We got the ping in the Discord of saying, this is here. This is all this cool stuff. It actually wasn't Tubbo. He might have been. I don't know if he got removed or not, but this isn't who I'm talking about. But yeah, so they were in the Discord. We got the information. Less than 10 minutes later, they said, coming soon to Minecraft, and put the emoji of a cherry blossom leaf. Like, bro, you signed the NDA. You think the PR team is not following you? And then less than another 20 minutes later, they were no longer in that Discord. That was the quickest ban I had ever seen in there. Oh, I was laughing. I felt bad. I felt bad for the Mojang, like the PR team, because they had kept that under wraps for so long. And they finally were like, all right, we're going to tell the creators, like, they can get hyped about it. We can get their excitement, and then it's going to go public in 2 days. And dude, oh my God, I felt so bad. I was talking to one of the PR rep people after the fact, and because I saw the tweet and I sent it to them because I want to help them, and I also want to be on their good side. So if I see somebody breaking it, like, I'm gonna tell the PR team, because otherwise that negative, if somebody breaks stuff, the only thing that's gonna happen is that they're gonna tell creators less information. If things are consistently broke, which means eventually that would mean that we're just not getting information, and I don't want that. I like having the info. So if anybody's breaking it, I tell the PR team, because I don't want somebody else to ruin it for me, you know? So I told them, and they were like, we're already aware, we're handling it, not this again. This person's done it 3 times now, but thankfully they've signed an NDA this time, whereas it used to just be under good faith they would share with creators. And now it's just like, oh my God, dude, this is rough. But yeah, that person's channel since then, I'm very happy to know they are getting like 1/3 of the views that they were before, because they no longer have their videos ready to go as soon as the news drops. They're then waiting for the news to drop, going hours to try and edit and record a video, and then releasing their video. And by then they're not first anymore. And I'm so happy. I don't take too much pride in many people's downfalls, but if you're doing something like that has the chance to really negatively impact me, then I'm just like, I want you to fail. Mason, thanks for being here. You have a good one, all right? We're getting there on this landscape. I'm liking this. This is going to look good. Should probably take this around over there. It has been funny to watch, like, how many small creators get access to that NDA thing, and then they don't really realize that the NDA they signed is actually binding on the information that's shared in there. And they get, every single time new info is shared, somebody leaks it, and then they're removed from the Discord, and they're like, why was I removed? I thought we could share it. They're like, no, should read what you signed. Someone leaks stuff to our competitor, then get a job there. Oh, that's terrible. Surprised you don't have non-competes with competitors. Unless the competitor was willing to pay out the legal. I watched a new Deadpool movie. No, I still haven't even seen the second one. We do have non-compete. Oh, jeez. I'm sure your HR department had fun with that one. Yeah, all that stuff makes me very happy to be working for myself. I don't think I do too well in your stereotypical corporate America. I'm very much one of those people who's like, this is stupid and what y'all are saying is stupid and we should not do it that way. And then people don't like that. Haven't seen the first Deadpool. I enjoyed the first one. I just like I just can't. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I just can't be bothered to go watch the other ones. Not out of any thing, but I don't know. I just got too much else I'm like interested in. I don't think non-competes are a thing in the EU. Oh, really? I'd be surprised if that's true. But they're probably harder to, like, there's a lot more labor laws in the EU for sure compared to the US. US is terrible. But, so it's probably just harder to have a non-compete. Me who just makes 3D models of playground parts. FTC is banning non-competes. Oh. Honestly, like that. I would say perfect world, great thing. Because it takes power away from corporations, which is in current modern America is needed. But I'm sure that's going to also mean a lot of negative things will happen because of it. So you never know. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. Actually, I'm gonna get a little clip I can voice over later. You do a little la-di-da-di-da. Look at the update. Look at all the terrain that we made. Yay, 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 yay. I'll be saying something really important over this in the video, and y'all can know that this was from the stream. La-di-da-di-da. Look at me. Okay, now we're over here. And we keep placing blocks. Okay. Dude, it's getting toasty in my office today. I think YouTube chat broke. Gonna refresh it real quick. Please keep that audio in. Yeah, well, it'll just be a bonus feature. And we'll actually, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this. That's a lot of diagonal. That'll work. Got a treasure map. Look at you. Professional. You watching Alien? No, I can't do Alien. No. Not for me. I'm a baby. When it comes to horror movies, oh no, can't do any. I watch the Predator movies, but any of the Alien movies, No. Slimy things? Ugh. Get me out. I remember going to Prometheus without really knowing what it was about, and some friends being like, oh, it's gonna be a good movie, let's go watch it. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? Let's go see what Prometheus is. This doesn't sound anything like an Alien. It was aliens. It was the original Aliens with a very big face hugger. Ain't for me. What is a good way to post videos on YouTube, like scheduling once a week? Whatever is consistent for you. If you're just getting started, whatever is consistent for you is the important way to go. Whether that's once a week, once every other week, once every month. Set out and be consistent. Don't be like, I'm starting YouTube now, I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna do 10 videos a week. That's the quickest way ever to burn out. Do something sustainable for you. So there actually is no right answer. I like, not even me just trying to brush you off or anything like that. It's an answer that, it's a question that you have to answer yourself. If you're just starting YouTube, I would recommend not even having a posting schedule. I would just say, just make videos. Maybe a posting schedule, like 1 a week. Even if you're making 2 a week, that's fine. Just don't post them both at the same time. But really take a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, to learn. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to edit videos, and you're just like throwing stuff out there, like experiment, see what sticks, see what you want to do, see what you enjoy creating, all that different type of stuff. And then once you take the time to do that, it's going to be a million times easier to actually get something that is good and enjoyable. I hate horror movies and games, so I love Halloween. Halloween's my least favorite holiday too. Can't do it. Not even like for the spooky stuff. I just Halloween, big thing. I hate wearing costumes. I hate it so much. Not for me. I don't know what it is about it either, but I've just, ever since I was a little kid, hated wearing costumes. Like, even to the point where I was like my school like grade school always did like the school play and everything, and they're like, everybody can be involved if they want to. And I was like, I'll do stage crew. I don't want to wear a costume. I'll do stage crew. And I was good at it, but I was like, I ain't wearing a costume. Dress up as fWhip, this super cool Minecraft streamer. Yeah, all the 12-year-olds will laugh at me. I can't have that. I already deal with that on the internet. I can't have that in real life too. You creeper, you can blow it up at the end. True. Be a social anxiety creeper. As soon as I get anxious, boom, going home. As in a Minecraft creeper, not like a creepy creeper, you know. Eh. Hey, pig. When I did play, I basically had to wear a hot potato sack in the spring.
Keep it real.
Your Minecraft lore is basically stage design.
Pretty much. Yeah. Renee, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just like to build the set and let y'all's imagination come up with like what's kind of going on in it. I'm not into doing all the armor stand stuff where you put like the little characters' armor stands like acting out things. I think that makes the world actually look like very still. Like it makes, to me, it looks less alive. having armor stand statues and everything, which I know a lot of people are like, but if you had armor stands, it adds so much life to your world. To me, it does not. It actually does the opposite. But, okay, so we're going to take this, like, 5, and then we'll start slowly curving it around. Yeah, they feel a little like it's like everything got like frozen in time, and I don't like that. It's not my favorite look. I think some people can do it fairly well. Like what Cleo does is really, really cool. Like she makes like entire art scenes with it, which is fun. But it's just not something that it's for me. I like looking at sometimes what other people do, like Cleo. She's amazing at it. But if I'm ever to do it, I'm like, this just looks artificial. Like it looks very, very forced, and I'm just not a fan of it. All right, cool. We're almost done. I'd rather release villagers, same amount of lag, but less mannequin horror behavior. Yeah. I think eventually I do want to add villagers to the cities. It's gonna all, just literally all be freaking fishermen everywhere, but I think having them around could be cool, and then we'll see how quickly. We'll do like, we'll work on a breeder. We'll save up like 100 villagers or something like that, and we'll release them all and just see how long they can survive. That can be the social experiment. How long until a villager manages to kill itself? Lag though? Yeah, true. It's not spawn chunks though, it'd be fine. Release the hounds. Release the villagers. Don't know if you can show the progress on the mount removal. We actually haven't done anything on it since the birthday stream. I have been very, very busy working on other projects. I'm like trying to get ahead. This next video, I'm hoping to finish the teardown. I don't think it'll happen though. But it'll... The one coming out this week does not do anything with it, but the one coming out next week, which is actually partially what we're working on right now, will include some mountain teardown stuff. I was not expecting this to take 2 hours to get this placed in, though. What spot we missed? No, it's Sweet Seed. So we'll see how much we can actually get done. But yeah, we can after we finish all this dirt. I just want to get this done for if I do a little time-lapsey thing with it again. That'll be fine. Then we can just fill all this in. We're getting there, chat. I feel like at the city center, I might just make a villager breeder and let them run around. Yeah, I've thought about that, but I don't want there to be like an overwhelming number of villagers. Like, I don't want it to just be like an unending villager breeder unless we do one of the ones that makes like a villager a day. What could be kind of fun is to do that and like hook like a drop chute where they pop in, and then have some sort of a counter system on there that anytime, like every single time one goes through, they like fall through a string that picks up an observer that then fires a thing that turns a clock on to like move the count over by one. And once that hits like a certain number, then like the villager breeder just automatically turns off. And then if we go hit a button of like you can hit a button to like reset the counter, and then the breeder would turn back on and just bring out another like 20 villagers or something. That could be kind of cool. That's why I said Minecraft should add a way to disable villagers, some sort of job blocks. Yeah. I'm just glad there's no like bee villager. Because then I can use beehives at least to decorate in villages without them all becoming fishermen. At least I'm not as bad at barrel spam as Sausages. If you ever go to any of Sausage's villagers, man is just fisherman. Unless they're locked in at something else, they're definitely fishermen. Even on
Pleased to meet
Fantasy,
you.
when I was trying to get some villagers locked in, like I tried bringing some more over, they all just became fishermen. And I couldn't get them to unfishermanify themselves. New Minecraft update, the Beehive update. Hey, if they did another Bees and Bugs update, I'd be pretty happy. The Bees and Bugs update is not a glamorous update. The community actively hated it, but I will tell y'all, I firmly believe the Bees and Bugs update is one of the reasons why we got all the rest of these Minecraft updates, and the game doesn't lag incredibly bad. Like the Bees and Bugs update improved game performance by so much. It was so needed. The shovel broke again. Oh, ripped a shovel. Bee pathfinding should be, dude. Yeah, that I'm very happy about that, Joel. I will actually start putting beehives around things again. We did it, chat. We did it. We finished half of what I wanted to finish today. We could come over here and do this half next, because I don't want to do the other half. Did they just add bees and fix all the bugs? Yeah, that was 1.15. They just, the entire update, the only, like, I think one of the only features that was added, like, was bees and wax, and copper wasn't even in the game, so wasn't it candles were added too? Yeah, we definitely need to greenify this area, but we're getting there. I think I'm just gonna literally bring this out flat, because I don't want to, maybe, we should probably bring that out a little. Let's go into the middle. It's 11 p.m. in the UK at the moment and can't sleep. I thought everybody from London was nocturnal. I thought like that was just like a typical London thing. It's just y'all are just nocturnal. Or in the UK. I don't know why I said London. There's a lot more places in the UK than just London. I mean, every single UK YouTuber I know, they all, I mean, YouTubers are different, but they own breed. But they're all up to like 2 a.m. every night on average. They're like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed early tonight. I'm like, isn't it already 1 a.m.? They're like, yeah, that's early. No, I go to bed at 10 p.m. It actually works out, though, the fact that I go to bed early and they stay up late, because that means we actually get to interact. If they actually had healthy sleep schedules, or whatever you want to call like a stereotypical sleep schedule, I would like never be able to record with anybody from the UK crew on the Empire's side. Like, I start my stream at 10 a.m. They start their streams at like 6 p.m. and we start at the same time. Staying up till 5? Bro, no. I can't. Dude, if it hits... I stay up till like 11 now. I think 11 o'clock is my like good time to go to bed. But usually, no. I'm just... I go to bed pretty early. I feel like I used to stay up a lot later, but Sid goes to bed pretty early, so I usually just crawl in bed with her. And it has fully transitioned my sleep schedule. I definitely used to be one of like the 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. wake up at like 11 a.m. people, but not anymore. Bro is sweating, dude. It's a little hot out, so it is currently 75 degrees Fahrenheit in my office right now, so it is, and it's pretty humid here. We had some thunderstorms recently, so yeah, I mean it's just natural, so yeah, it's fine. Welcome to old life. We go to bed at decent times. Yeah. I also think if we didn't have our dogs, I would sleep in so much more. Nova every morning, pretty much 7:30 a.m. hits, and she jumps up on the bed and just lays on top of me. She's like, "Hey, Dad, can I go pee now? Can you take me outside on my walk? Can I go pee?" Went to bed at 3 a.m. and woke up at 6? Oh, terrible. I would be a zombie. I wouldn't get any work done. I feel like I'm very much like... My energy battery drains so quickly. I think it's part... Like, I know I'm like a very introverted person as far as like how... I feel like I'm like an introverted extrovert. My battery recharges when I'm just like chilling by myself. Like I get drained a lot when I'm hanging out with other people and doing things with other people. Like my energy battery will drop very quickly, like energy to do things. But then also at the same time, like I enjoy doing things with other people. So I need I need to like take those moments of just like, yeah, it's been fun hanging with everybody today, but like I'm gonna go take an hour, just sit in my office and do my own thing, and just I'll catch up with y'all later because I am about to be a zombie otherwise.
Pleased to meet you.
Cloflow, thanks so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're an outgoing introvert? Yeah, sometimes. Like I'm like a little worried for TwitchCon. I'm a little like, dude, I just know I'm gonna be so overwhelmed the entire time. Hopefully good vibes, but like I just can already tell I'm gonna be very overwhelmed the entire time we're there. Be like, there's so much stuff going on. What's free? Recording software? You want to use OBS to record. That is free. Editing software, a free one, is DaVinci Resolve. You need to find your emotional support expert. Yeah. True. Sid is coming to TwitchCon, so I'll have her there, which would be great. She was like, she was like, I don't know if I'll go. I was like, I want you to be there. Like, I'm gonna need somebody to help me stay grounded in all of it, because I'm like, there's gonna be a lot going on and everything, and it'll be a fun weekend. But yeah, I'm already like, I know that I'm gonna just get back to the hotel at night and everything. Just like, I'm just faceplant in bed, wake up tomorrow. TK, are you going to TwitchCon this year? I announced that at the beginning of stream. Yeah, I'm going to San Diego. Get yourself something to fish with while you're at the con. Oh, I'm not really worried about like something to do. I'm sure like since I had messaged put out the tweet last night saying that I was going, I've had so many creator friends reach out, be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be there, please can we meet up and like say hi and blah 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 blah. And I think I know like 50 or 60 creators who are going. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot, like between meeting them and meeting, I'm sure, fans and everything like that, and then just general TwitchCon outside that. It's the first convention I've been to since I really became a content creator. I went to PAX West back in the day, but that was very easy because I was just a walk from my apartment at the time. When is TwitchCon? It's like a month away in San Diego. No, I wish, but I want to go one day. Yeah, I'm excited. let's fill this in and we can kind of... I think even Pearl's flying from Australia to go. If I remember correctly. What shirt do I have on? I'm wearing one of the MCC ones right now. Fine if it's a little angled. Not everything needs to be a perfect curve. Where did you get that cape? From the MCC Bedrock event that was going on at, for the MCC Undercup 15-year celebration? Gem in the UK? I think Gem is in the UK right now, yeah.
Greetings.
Didn't they just go to a Taylor Swift concert yesterday or something like that? Or Saturday? I thought I saw that. Jewel, thank you so much for the gift sub to Soaring Hope. I'm here. No, gift a sub. Continue to sub. Soaring Hope resubscribed for 6 months. I don't know why I'm saying on my thing that Jewel gifted this up to you, but that must have been the first time. I'm here. I'm not late. You're just early. True. Thank you. Have you been to San Diego before? I lived down the street from the convention center, but I've actually been planning to do here. Yeah, my older brother, I feel like I mentioned a lot about him on the stream. He went to San Diego for college, so I'd go down and visit him a few times. And then, I always forget the name. What's that place that's kind of northwest of San Diego? It's like out on the beach. I had a really good friend from high school who lived out there for a while. So I'd go and visit him too. La Jolla? Is that one it? Isn't it? Right? I think so. It's been a few years since I've been, but yeah. That goes down. Yeah, La Jolla and Pacific Beach. Yeah. No, San Diego's a cool city. Why don't you play survival? Because hardcore is fun. I like the challenge that hardcore brings. And also I theoretically like the idea that there's a constant threat in the world. Like in regular survival, I got burned out a lot in the building with fWhip series because I felt like I was just I think I did it in a weird way, so I really felt like I had everything ever to build with and all that stuff, but then also at the same time didn't. I just felt like I was going through the motions of just basically creative building, but without the flying, and that really was not fun for me. So I like that hardcore keeps that constant threat of, hey, you got to be paying attention because who knows when a creeper might come along that could possibly end the world. So you gotta kind of be awake when you're playing. You gotta be present. You gotta be doing stuff. I find a lot more fun in it. I think it helps me stay motivated to keep the world moving and see how much I can accomplish in that time instead of, oh yeah, we're just doing the thing. We're just going through the steps. We're just making a new thing. Oh, we died. I got 1,000 other tools. Let's just go upgrade those. Blah, blah, blah. So. I also think it's adds a lot more fun for me of like seeing how many, like sometimes I like doing like challenge videos and things like that. I really want to do a video soon of seeing how many diamonds I can find in like 24 hours or something like that. Like of in-game time, not just in a like not a no sleep for 24 hours pure diamond mining. That sounds terrible. But I think it could be kind of fun. It'd be so different from what my normal type of content is, but I don't know. Could be kind of fun to do one day. We ever go back to your old world? No. No. Building with fWhip, the original world behind that is going to stay preserved in its current state. No, I have zero plans to go back to the building with fWhip world. I think if I were to go back to survival instead of hardcore at some point, I would start a new world. Okay, sheep. Didn't you originally start your hardcore series because building with fWhip started doing bad? That was part of it. It was kind of that building with fWhip was doing bad, but it was more so that I had 300 something episodes, like 350 episodes almost of content that went back to when I first started my YouTube channel. So like I grew so much as a person over that series and how I put myself online and all that, which is great. Like I'm very happy that I have that as like a reference point. But there's also some of the original building with fWhip videos, like I was swearing in those and I just didn't really care too much. Some of the jokes were not the best, and like I'm glad to see that I've grown as a person since then. Anyways, so I felt that it was one weird to say, hey, if you want to know what's going on in the series, can you go watch 350 episodes and then you'll be caught up? Don't worry, they're only like 20-minute videos. Like you can do it easy. Also, the quality of those videos, probably terrible because they were the first videos I ever made on the channel, really. So like, it's just such a different curve from where I was then to where I am now, that I really wanted that fresh slate. And then also it didn't help that over the course of building with fWhip, I went from, I started it before I had 1,000 subs, and I went from 1,000 subs to near 250,000 subscribers. And yeah, like that world, the funny thing about it is that world was just under 10,000 days. And the fact that that took 5 years to get to 10,000 days in it is forever going to be funny to me, because we're almost 3 years into this world and we're at 7,500 something days. We're almost at 7,600. So like in this world, I don't AFK in. That world, I AFK'd in a lot. I will only allow myself to AFK in this world long enough to like go make lunch downstairs, which is like maybe 20 minutes. Outside of that, I'm logging out of the world. So yeah, it's just a different way of playing the game, I think. And how I'm very happy with where I'm at in this current one. I wouldn't rule out the idea that the next series I do is just regular survival, but I think it would be something that we add a lot to, because I think there is definitely a potential after I finish this one of, ooh, I don't want to do hardcore again. I could definitely see after this series ends, whenever that happens, of me just being like, dude, I spent 3 years building up that world and now it's just gone. Like, ugh, I ain't going through that again. I'd love to watch Etho's video series, but I'm not watching almost 600 videos to get caught up. I would say, to Etho's credit, you don't need to watch his old videos to watch his new ones. I haven't watched his entire series, and I'll catch an Etho Let's Play video maybe once every 2 months. Just like, not out of any ill will towards him. I think he's a great creator. He's just more technical than I typically am. So I don't understand a whole lot of what he's talking about. But if I like go through my typical catalog of people's videos who I'm watching, and then I'm like, I need something else to watch as background noise, and there's an Etho video going, like I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that. Like I'll turn his on. Maybe super flat. I'm never gonna play super flat. I think super flat for me is the same reason that I hate Skyblock. After like a month, I get bored of Skyblock. Is because there's so much needless grind that you put on yourself by playing in those game modes that if you just played in a regular world would not exist. And like I love like what Mog's been able to achieve. Awesome. And I think Mog's a fantastic creator, but I feel like most of what I hear about from him is how something does not exist in super flat that should exist in super flat. And I don't ever want to be on the side of being like, Mojang, why didn't you do this? Like I want blah blah blah. Like when they're talking about releasing new features, I want to play with the new features. I don't want to worry about some gimmicky way to get them or anything like that. So the idea of super flat to me is not a fun game mode. How old is this world? Almost 3 years. Two hours and fWhip still plays of dirt? Dude, I know. These are actually the last blocks, though. Yeah, 2.5 hours of dirt placing. Seems like everything has a gimmick to it. Now it can't just be vanilla survival. That's, yeah. I think hardcore is the closest you're going to get to, like, a vanilla survival Let's Play. But that's just because that's how YouTube wins these days. Like, the only way to get, like, a lot of views on YouTube, unfortunately, is to go to the extreme, and part of that extreme is I survived blah 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 days in hardcore. Granted, that trend is very much beating a dead horse at this point. Like, so many people have cheated in hardcore and everything to the point where now if there's a new hardcore Let's Play that comes out, I'm just like, nah, like you missed the mark. I think the return to survival is definitely a thing. I very much think that the way forward, if you're starting a new series now, like at least the things that are really popping off right now that I see in my own YouTube bubble is the long-term survival worlds. Like I've been working on this world for 8-9 years. Let's go tour around, or hey, I've been working on this thing for this long, or I've been, and just kind of showing like all the, like kind of how Mog really grew his channel when he first got started was a lot of what he first started on was just kind of showing what he'd been doing over the last 10 years. Granted, he had videos of all those, but then he did that one big video of I've reached blah 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 years of super flat, and it's looking pretty good. I like that. We need to bring that face out so it's not so flat, but otherwise looking good. So I think you'll find a lot more success like those. Like I know Germsy Boy's found a lot of success with his, and he's 8 years into his. I think he's almost 9 years into his building big with Germ series. Granted, he hasn't played in the world for 9 years, but the world has existed for 9 years. Like that type of stuff's always fun to see, and I think those are doing well because I think a lot of people have now been playing Minecraft for so long that they're more want to see what people have built long term for who's really stuck through it instead of the constant I'm gonna restart because I'm bored. Have you watched Germa's channel? I don't know who Germa is. If you're talking about Germsy Boy, I know Germsy Boy and I used to be on SMPs together back in the day. He's a good friend. He's a good dude. Fantastic builder too. But yeah, I think that type of stuff is really big. I think that's like it's no longer the I've survived 100 days in hardcore Minecraft, and because people cheated the heck out of those, and then people started cheating the heck out of I survived 1,000 days in hardcore Minecraft because they saw movies really popping off, like the one that I did, extremely popped off super well. Forever thankful for that. Life-changing video, to be honest. And then you now see people kind of doing, we're gonna put that in there. I was like, who's Germa? I don't know who Germa is. Yeah, I like what Germ's been up to recently. I like seeing how he's texturing builds. He does a really good job. But you see a lot of people doing that sort of stuff, and then that kind of constantly is what am I trying to say? I don't know. Yeah, I think that long-term stuff is now the thing that's gonna win out as being very genuine, because it's impossible for people to really be like faking that like confidently. So it's this new unique thing that not really new or unique, that's just been around for a long time, that a lot of the clickbait YouTubers can't really jump on board and fake. So it means when you see that stuff, it's usually a lot more genuine, and therefore people are more willing to check it out. Both Liz, you're just jumping in at weird times. Or we just been talking about it for 2 hours and 40 minutes. It could be that too. What should I build in my survival world? I'm very bored. Cody Ferry. What if you built a ferry dock? Uh-huh. Can't wait for a new SMP. Love having all my favorite creators together. Yeah, we don't have one planned currently. I know of one that is in the works. That is not my place to be sharing or spoilering or anything like that. But I also don't know if it'll even be completed before the end of the calendar year. And I think it's also one of those that whenever it is completed, like, I think it's one of those that will benefit from a lot more time, like, in the oven and getting it done correctly. I think that's the only way it finds a lot of success. So, yeah, there is, I guess, technically an SMP in the works. Technically, but I don't know any form of ETA on when it'll happen. Like, the original ETA was that it would be the end of the summer, and I haven't heard anything for a few months other than it's not going to be the end of the summer potentially, and then so I'm just kind of assuming that it's not.
Pleased to meet you.
But yeah, I don't know. I would love to do something SMP. I've been having way too much fun on fantasy, and it's been I really like fantasy SMP just as the place to go chill. I was chatting with Pearl about it over the weekend. It's been so fun just chatting and hanging out with Pearl again. Because I was like, I haven't interacted with Pearl outside the Ender Cup. I was like, I hadn't chatted with her in months, if not almost a year. And she and I spent probably like 6 hours just playing off stream on the fantasy SMP server over the weekend, just hanging out, just like finding new quests to go do, helping each other fight bosses, and just chatting and catching up the entire time and seeing how each other are doing. And both of us were like, this is so fun to have an extremely low stakes thing to do that we're just playing Minecraft with friends. Actually built a fairy duck. Nice. There you go. So yeah, I'm really excited for more SMPs like the fantasy SMP to come through, but I don't know how they're gonna really kind of be a unique thing that is unique compared to this, but also just as approachable. Because most mod packs you get into, like, I think fantasy SMP as a mod pack, or the fantasy MC mod pack that we're playing on, is, in my opinion, one of the best mod packs out there, because it has absolutely zero focus on technical progression. Everything is focused around just go do what you want to do, and your character's going to get stronger. And then maybe you'll need to go find some new stuff, or you can go do some quests to go fight some bosses and get some cool pieces of armor and blah blah blah. And then, oh yeah, you can also do something completely unique from every single other person in the series. It is pretty funny watching Sausage. Anytime one of us gets a new weapon, he's like, so where'd you find that weapon? What quest did you do to get that thing? And now all of us are like, we're not telling you. Like, go collect your own weapons, don't just copy ours. Because Sausage is very much the one who's trying to do all the classes, have all the weapons, because he wants to collect all the things, which is fun for him, I'm sure. But then it's also kind of goofy for the rest of us being like, no, this is my unique weapon. I think I could also get very into Vault Hunters. I don't think I will play Vault Hunters unless I got an invite to the SMP though. Like the official SMP. We as a group had talked about doing a Vault Hunters SMP like on our own. That was one of the things I threw out as an alternative to SOS, so being like, hey, it could be kind of fun to do this. And everybody was like, it feels weird doing an SMP when it's not the Iskal's official SMP. So if I got an invite to that SMP, I would definitely play. I feel like the Vault idea is very much something that I love. Like, I am a massive Diablo fan. I love Diablo 3 and 4. And 3 more so because you just run vaults all day in Diablo to gear up your character. That's what they do in the Minecraft. That's what they do on the SMP too, and it looks fun. It looks a little bit more techy than like fantasy SMP. Like there's a lot more machinery things that you can make, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I can figure it out. Sausage and his element fantasy can go full luring, not get shouted at. Oh, he gets shouted at. But mostly for the jokes. Mostly for the bad jokes he's making. If you ask Iskal, he'll usually let you. I don't know Iskal. I don't think I've ever talked with Iskal. Liz, it's got to be in the moment. You can't force it. See, that was a bad joke, but an appropriate joke. And also Jimmy never caught on, which made it even more funny. I was so waiting for the fWhip. Shut up. And it never came. What's up, Blocky? How you doing? I was like, this is so dumb, but I'm going for it. He asked, what does a siren do? And I was like, they go wee woo.
Pleased to meet you.
Allison, thank you so much for becoming a member. Also, Maple Nate, thank you so much for becoming a member too. And Gibson, I'm so sorry I missed this. If you're still in here, thank you so very much for the 11 months, my dude. Sorry, zombie and reading. A cool second channel video would be going back to building with fWhip builds and redoing them or new style building. Yeah, that would be fun, but it's just one of those things of that's more hours. It's just hours to get it done, and I am not in a place right now where I have those hours to be able to do the things. I've been playing too much fantasy. I'm used to my great axe having like +2 reach over a sword. Liz, I can't wait for all the pictures after TwitchCon because I got a message from Scar this morning saying he wanted to meet up and say hi at TwitchCon. I can't wait for all the photos afterwards of if I'm taking any pictures or anything with the hermits and those get posted or whatever. People are like, are you joining? Like, no, I actually just met them. It's gonna be great, Liz. Can't you wait? Aren't you excited for all of it? It's confirmed he's joining mid-season. What? Yeah, Impulse, Skiz is going, Gem's going, I believe Pearl's going, and I know Scar's going. And I think Tango's going too. From the Hermit Squad. I think Cub might also be? Maybe. I think I heard that. And I don't want to do that. I'm done placing dirt today. I know we didn't do this side, but we have been here for almost 3 hours, so. Yeah,
Pleased
this
to
side,
meet you.
that's going to take even longer than the first side because we need to take it from there down to there. But we now have, look at all this extra space we now have for fields and stuff. I need to get some extra little roads throughout here. Like, I need to get some extra little roads that'll come down so we can do some farmhouses in the fields. Or we could have like farmhouse here, Manor Lord style, and like a strip of farmland going down. That could be kind of fun. Maybe. We'll see. We'll work around the rocks. The rocks will just stay in the fields. Too big to be plowed and moved out of there. Cool. Are you planning on making a steeper hill on the other side of the road? Yeah. We'll have it. It's gonna probably reach down to where that lower block is. So we'll have it go out a little and then start going down. And show y'all. Let's go. Well, I'll get one guide light in just so you can see. What Minecraft is this? We're just on Minecraft Java. I still want this to be like buildable-ish. Are you able to look from above? It's called Free Cam. It can be a very cheaty mod. But I like, yeah, we'll probably do something like that. Honestly, this might even come up. Like that. I like having the roads like sunken in a little, so they kind of go up on the side. Yeah, I think a slope like that'll probably work. Something. Yeah, this is free cam. It allows you to kind of just get a spectator camera without moving your character, so it's very survival friendly. I only use it for stuff like this, but you can use it for stuff like this, of finding where caves are and things like that. I don't... Ooh, that's a massive cave over there. I don't do this because I find it to be a little too non-vanilla for me, but I know some people use it to like find geodes and things like that. It's just, I don't really care to do it. If I want to do that, I'm just going to go use coordinates. And at that point, yeah. That's kind of one of the places where I draw the line a little bit when it comes to hardcore. Okay. Perfect. It's kind of a harsh edge. I don't do this. Well, I was just showing what it can do. I show that stuff on stream and just kind of showing, like, I'm very happy to say that, like, as a hardcore player, I don't cheat. I don't do any of that. I know how to do all of it. I don't do any of it. And I think a way of showing that, like, I think there's a lot of authenticity in just being like, yeah, no, if you want to do it, here's how. Like this, you just do this. And then bam, look, you've hacked the system. You're in the mainframe. And you do whatever you want from here. And so I think there's a lot of authenticity in that, where when people are like, oh no, I don't know how to do that. I've never clicked that. I don't even know how you do it. Then I'm just like, maybe you're just trying to cover it up a little too much, you know? Are you going to add grass? Right now, no, can't be bothered. Oh, I know it's been a while, but somebody asked for a mountain digging update. This is where it's at right now. He's transparent like the blocks you looked through underground. Confirmed cheating. True. This is where this is at. Slowly getting there. And then let me yeah, okay. Now we're in a creative copy of the world. I just didn't want to show you where I logged in on this because that was spoilery. But I've also been working on what I want to do with this. I haven't done anything since the last time I showed this. It's still just kind of here. But you can kind of see the red sandstone. I don't know if that's going to be perfectly where it is. I want this to be like a few buildings in there. There's probably going to be like kind of like city through here. And then it'll really start dithering out as it goes. So this is kind of the rough plan for it right now. It's going to be a lot. Like this is... That right there probably is like 6 hours of dirt placing just to get this current shape in. And this isn't even like the final form of it. Looks like a praying man. Like a head, there's like an arm. There's another. He's doing some weird running pose. But this is going to be like a big market. Like a very big market right out the city. I'm excited for. Well, this is why we've been tearing down the mountain the entire time, was to be able to make something like this. Like this is the whole point of tearing down the mountain, so that we could have, well, kind of having this view. I think this right here, like this whole section of that slope coming down, like all through here, and then including this forest, I want to turn into another custom oak forest. I think we're gonna do, we have the current custom oak forest right over here, which I love. And I want to design even more trees, so we're not just taking carbon copies of these. Get some new ones in here, start mixing those in and get some more birch trees. And then we'll like redo this whole forest through there. Because I like the forest being there. And I think having that a little bit more height to the trees, especially as you're like looking down this valley, even though we can do some of these can be custom trees. Like we'll do one episode there and then like do another future episode doing this. We need to get rid of that floating nether island. It's still here. But yeah, this is where we started today, and now it's all grass, which is cool. Any custom caves or plans for any? We have under here, where is it? We have where is it? Somewhere down in here. We have this massive cave, goes all the way over here. I think if we were to clean out like these pillars in the middle of it, it could look so freaking cool. So that's kind of a potential cave plan. We talked about doing something like dwarven in there, because it opens even more big cave stuff over here. You can see just like the mass. Like I think sorry, I know this is really hard to see. I think if we were to clear out all these pillars and maybe do a little bit of like removing, I kind of like the aquifer up there. There's another one over here, which is literally right above the lava fur, which then also has another one water run right next to it. Like we could make some. The heck are these? Oh, the glow squid. I was like, what the? Why are there unnamed markers? That's how the 3D light mod thing I have works. Gotta start making my son's B-Day dinner. Have a great one. Ooh, happy birthday to your kid. Like world tree sapling in the biggest grass patch on the island. Like over in here. I don't really want to have another world tree that close. I think that would take away from the current tree. Have you been in San Antonio, Texas? Your harbor could probably be taking some inspiration because there's a lot of shops right by the river. I haven't been, but I can try and check out some pictures. That might be cool. All the geodes underground, so pretty. I know, there's honestly so many geodes underground if you start looking for it. But yeah, also this was like the plan for the minecart rail. Was to take this up here to reach the castle. I don't think I'm doing it. I don't like the look of it. I think I need to like honestly bury it into the mountain and have it pop out up there. I think is the best way to do it. Or I thought about like having something here that would then go into the mountain there, go up above, and then like pop out here and like loop around. But I don't know. We'll see. About a dead world tree. Again, I just don't want it that close to this guy. I think there's a lot of special stuff with this guy being in its own element, as its own thing. Big old secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. All right, my friends. That's going to do it today. I'm going to get out of here, and I got some more work stuff to get going on. So thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all the support. Y'all are amazing as always. So thank everybody for hanging in here. Orosama, I believe I missed this. Thank you so much for the 23 months. Good evening. It's almost 2 years. So watch you build. Thanks for keeping me sane. Hey, thank you so much for the support, allowing me to be here. Would you make a cave / tunnel to put the minecart in? What if you make a... Yeah. We would need to build a whole cave tunnel system to do it. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Later, nerd. Right back at you, Blocky. Right back at you. Go build your castle. You got to finish it. It's been so long. Kidding. Take your time. Do what you want. All right, my friends. I'm going to do it for now. I'll find a raid for us over on the Twitch side. Thank you all so much for being here. Support, as always, all that cool stuff. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.